Let's see. No one's in there. Okay, maybe. Push it over a little bit. Let's go back. Okay.
Okay, let me
See if we
pull
can.
your chair over.
Okay. So everyone in?
I just lean.
Okay. Okay. We good?
Good.
I think that's it.
Woo!
Finally.
My
that was
goodness.
a lot of work. Oh, my.
Welcome back
Yes.
to another edition of our journey towards Eden with Soulful Sit-Downs. We're sitting with the Soulfood couple here. We started the interview and we had complications. I think the computer overheated.
Yeah,
We were
hot.
sitting in the sun. So we do apologize for that. As you come in, we do ask that you hit the thumbs up button, please. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. Please do subscribe. So today, Amadi and I are double teaming.
Yes,
And
we are.
yes, so we're going to talk to this beautiful couple and we're going to allow them to introduce themselves first, real quick.
Okay. I am Nicole,
My name is Eric.
and we are the Soul Food Joint here in the Gambia, owners of the Soul Food Joint. We also have a page, Going Home with Eric and Nicole, on YouTube. So when you get a chance, if you haven't already, subscribe, like, and share. Page as
right.
well.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, thank you for the intro. Anything you want to add, brother?
No, she covered it.
She covered it all. Okay, okay. So just tell us a little bit about yourself. Where are you all from?
Okay. I'm originally from Stilton, Pennsylvania,
And I'm from Birmingham, Alabama.
and we lived in Dallas, Texas, before we came here to the Gambia. So,
For about 15 years.
Oh, okay. We were neighbors. We, of course, most people know we're from Arkansas. So
Right.
Dallas, Texas is like a four.
five
No,
hours,
it's not
maybe?
that long.
Oh, okay.
Maybe
It's about
just
4 and
a
a
little
half.
over 4 hours.
Wow.
Not too much over 4. I guess depending on who's driving.
Right.
You know.
That makes a
Okay.
difference.
Yeah. So
We had
that.
to come all the way to the Gambia.
I
To
know.
me.
Isn't that something? But what's funny, I know that we know people.
Yes.
You know, and so
Yes.
there was already a connection. We
Yes.
knew someone.
That's true.
They say everybody knows. What's the saying about?
3 degrees of separation.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we
And
did.
that is
we came.
absolutely true in this instance.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
But we used to travel to. I used to travel to Arkansas a lot.
Okay.
Yeah. So Little Rock. Is that where you guys?
We
Right-
were
right outside.
Yes, we were
Oh.
right outside of Little Rock, between Little Rock and Conway, a place called
Conway.
Maumelle.
Okay. No, I've never heard of that. But Little Rock. Yeah,
Yeah.
we used to go there a lot.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay.
And,
Well,
and why were you coming to Little Rock?
I had my family, number
Okay.
one, and
Okay.
then
oh, you have family living in Arkansas?
I do.
Oh, I didn't know
I
that.
I do. I
What
have-
part?
I believe it's Little. Well, we used to visit Little Rock, so I'm
Okay.
assuming that it's Little Rock. We used to go down to a church there when years ago. I can't remember.
Apostle Bragg.
Apostle.
Apostle
Bragg.
Bragg. Yes.
Oh, wow.
Uh-huh.
That was not far from us at all.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right off
I
the
can't
interstate.
remember what the name of the
Wow.
church was called at the time.
Oh my goodness.
Trumpet of Zion.
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
yes.
And then it changed to something else
awareness.
later. The awareness.
awareness.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Wow.
Yeah, so I have family there, and we would go visit them.
Okay.
And then when I was younger, we used to go there we used to travel to sing
Okay.
different places, my family and I. So that's
Okay.
how I'm pretty familiar with
Hello.
Little Rock.
Okay.
Somebody said
Yes,
hello.
we got
Okay.
aunties
Hi.
and everything. And
Oh, wow.
Shirley
Yeah.
Caesar. And just,
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sing with Shirley Caesar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
She got
One of
an
my
auntie
aunts.
that sung with Shirley Caesar for 9 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Y'all
Wow.
singing, singing.
Okay. Okay. If you all, after we're done with the interview, we'll open the floor for questions. So if you could just hold your questions for now and just I guess enjoy the interview. So, it's coming out. You all sing. You want to give us a little piece?
Right now?
No, ma'am.
A little background on your singing career.
I put them on the
No,
spot.
ma'am.
They had no idea. Okay.
I think for me, singing has just always been a part of my life. You know, you felt odd if you didn't play an instrument or sing or something, because every last one of my siblings, they sing or play instruments.
One of
different
those
things like
families.
that. Yeah.
Okay.
So, needless to say, we got our start in the church. And, you know, my mother put together a family group, kind of like the Jackson 5.
Oh, wow.
All right.
Church version. You know, and that's kind of really how we got into learning harmony, theory,
Okay.
and, you know, how to write and, you know, music. That's kind of how we got introduced to it.
Okay.
Okay, when someone says theory, you know they know music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I don't know nothing about theory.
You
So
don't.
as far as your singing career, what paths did that take you down as far as your singing career?
I got into a community choir after you know, growing up and getting out on my own, and that kind of gave me some of my first experiences singing in front of people, those kinds of things. You know, shortly after that, I signed a deal with John P. King.
Wow.
And I traveled with him for 3 years. He produced my first. Actually,
He showed up.
Actually, Show Up was the album that was out when I signed my deal with him.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
So he produced my first solo record, and that's kind of how I got introduced to the industry and so forth. So, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
We'll have to get some of you all's music. That's amazing. Wow.
Thank you.
Wow. Where's it being sold?
It's been sold everywhere. I mean,
Okay.
you know, anywhere. I mean, I guess iTunes, Spotify, just wherever they sell music.
Okay. And it would be under
Eric Matthews.
Okay.
That particular project is called Friends for Always.
Friends for
Friends
Always.
for Always.
Okay.
But I have
Okay.
5 that's out, so all of those are available.
Okay, so when the interview is over, if you want to send us all of that information,
Sure.
we can put it in the description box
Absolutely.
so that people could access it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, yeah. So by the time we get finished with the interview, maybe you all may want to do a duet.
I mean, anybody,
We got some
now
stars
that I'm over
over
the
there.
initial shot.
Yeah,
But,
we give them time to warm up.
I was playing when I said sing. Y'all be singing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Man.
wow. So all of that, it sounds like you all had a lot going on and was very successful in the States. So what made you all decide to come to Gambia or consider Gambia?
I'll let you take that.
No, why? Well, for me, I think when the whole George Floyd thing took place, it was too much. It was just too much, and I just kind of shut down everything and started questioning a lot. Like, okay, this is out of control. This is on national TV. Something has got to be wrong. Like, I need to go all the way back. I need to pray. I need to speak to the Most High. I need to just find out what I need to be doing at this time. So the more that I shut down everything, shut down Facebook, shut down all social media, and just got on my face and just started praying. And I just need answers. You know, you ever get in a place in your life where you just want to know what is going on? So that's where I was at. And I knew I couldn't get the answers from anybody else but the Most High. So I knew for my family, we needed to do something. We needed to get out of the States. But I didn't know. And at the time, I still didn't even realize it would be Africa. I just said, you know, Eric, we need to do something. So of course he started preparing, you know, and we started looking for shelter to go if we needed to leave. And
For me, it was just a slow build from a child. From a child, it was a slow build, and I think George Floyd was just
topped it
the
off.
straw broke it.
Yeah.
Broke the camel's back. You know, I can remember as early as 4 or 5 years old asking myself questions like, why does the whole world treat us like they treat us? You know, why do we have to go through the things that we do? Why do we have the history that we do? You know, and so, you know, incident after incident after incident, killing after killing after killing, you can only take so much.
Yes.
So my mind wasn't on But when it was suggested and it came up, I was certainly okay with it, you know. And so for me, I was just ready to do something other than just pray to change my situation.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so Africa seemed to be the best choice
Yeah.
because that's where we're from anyway. So that's why I was gung ho.
And it was
Ready.
it was through prayer and seeking the Most High that we
Okay.
got made the decision to come here because that was what was given to us to come here. So
Yeah, and not downplaying prayer. Just you know, the way I said that, I guess, came out wrong. But
We
you know, prayer
understood.
is important. You
Yes.
know,
Absolutely.
but you know, there comes a time where you have to do something in addition to
Take some
Correct.
action.
absolutely.
And I felt like that the decision for us to move to Africa and start a new life was putting action to our prayer.
To the prayer.
So once you made your decision that yes, that's the move that we want to make, what was your timeline? How quickly did it happen?
It happened very quickly. I think primarily because, again, as we said previously, we were both fed up. For me, how I've always operated is when I set my mind to something, there's no time between stimulus and response. You know, once I'm stimulated to do something and I know for sure that's what I want to do, I start then. So my actual timeline begins at the point of decision, at the start, at the deciding. So I, you know, just start putting things in place that I knew I was in control of.
Okay.
And that's kind of how I always work until I get to something that may be a little bit more challenging and not necessarily all in my control. Then I deal with that.
So I think we made the decision in August, and we started planning September. My children did not have their passports at the time, so we applied for their passports. We kept hearing these negative reports that we weren't going to do it right in the midst of COVID. So they were like, you know, passports are backed up. You're not going to get them for 90 days and all of that kind of stuff. So when we applied, we just by faith, we just said, we're going to do it anyway because our goal was to be out before the end of the year. That's what we wanted to do. So
And those were things that we were in control of.
yeah.
So we just started working on things that we were in control of.
Right, and we started selling things in our home and just packing and doing things like that, just doing what we could do. And we went on and applied for their passports. I think in October we applied for our tickets. You know, we booked our tickets and without
Before we
even
had our
the
passports.
passports.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's how determined we were.
And without
Before we
even
had our
the
passports.
passports.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's how determined we were.
We were so
That's-
determined. We was like,
wow.
either if them passports don't come by then, but you know,
Yeah.
so we booked them for December.
Okay.
I think Ian and Kennedy's passport came November 28th, somewhere around there. And I had to do a name change on mine. Mine came Monday before we were about to leave.
Oh, wow.
So
We
you
were
guys
leaving on
arrived here in
Thursday.
the Gambia on what day?
December the 5th.
That's
we
crazy.
arrived in Gambia on December 3rd.
December 3rd.
Wow.
Yeah.
And we saw that
Amazing.
flight too. We was just trying to push it back a little bit
Wow.
just in case.
Okay. Wow.
So we did
That's
that
crazy.
flight, yeah.
Yeah.
But even in catching up, everything worked out up until that point. We got the passports back. We thought we were going to have to pay so much money for the COVID test and all of that. Everything just fell into place.
Just
We
worked
paid.
out perfect.
It just worked out for us.
Visas.
We found a place that
got
was
no
right.
visas?
No visas, right.
No?
We found a place that was close to our home at the time that was offering the COVID test for free.
The
Because when
actual
we
one that we needed.
needed.
Wow, the,
The
PCR.
PCR.
Yeah, PCR.
Okay.
So it just came, it just worked out.
Wow.
And
And
once
then we got our visas on this side.
Yes, upon arrival.
So, upon
yeah,
arrival.
upon arrival.
Yeah.
So I think it was all designed and
Oh,
it was all
absolutely.
divinely designed. And every dot has connected since we've been here.
Awesome. Well, that's one of the myths I think we need to dispel right now about the visa. Because a lot of times they tell you that you have to have a visa to get here, and that is
Absolutely.
not the truth.
Yeah, and they
Right.
cost $200.
Yeah, over there. Over
Yeah.
here, they're like 65
Yeah.
USD for your 5-year visa upon arrival here in
Upon
Gambia.
arrival.
So you do not have to go through them to get a $200 visa in order to get on your flight.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think we saved about 2,500 USD.
Wow.
From the
between
COVID and the
visas
visa.
COVID.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I was gonna have to pay 1,000 and something for each for
Right.
my whole family.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Yes.
The Most High definitely was with you guys.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I believe that.
Absolutely.
Nobody can tell me different.
Yeah.
If I always say, if I wasn't a believer before, this
Yeah.
trip has made me.
Yeah.
My faith has gone to a whole nother level.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. I believe it because we say
Yeah.
the same thing.
Yeah.
So now you're here
Mhm.
and you're settled and you have a restaurant, excellent food.
Thank you.
I love the food. They have the best
So-
salads in Africa.
Ah,
I'm serious.
Yes.
Yeah,
thank
I
you.
had I'm vegetarian and I'm always, looking for salads and, the salads don't do a lot of justice.
Mac
Right.
and cheese on
But-
fire too.
Oh yeah, the package and the juices.
Thank you.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
you guys missed the juices. Maybe
Yes.
we need to get another juice to make you all a little jealous.
The juices are really good. I must
Yeah,
say.
yeah.
So back to the timeline.
Well, you wanted okay.
You arrived on the 5th. When did you open up your restaurant?
Okay.
we had the keys to our first establishment 30 days after.
Wow.
January 5th or something
Hit
like
the
that.
ground running. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, we are just now breathing.
Okay. Exhaling out.
Just imagine
Yes.
holding your breath for 6 months.
Yes.
Wow.
Because
I knew two things. I knew that we had to get a stream of income, and I knew that we had to establish a place to stay.
Right.
And that was my focus, and I didn't really, in my mind, have a lot of time to waste. So immediately when I hit the ground, I just started, doing what was in my control.
Right.
And at least searching, asking, looking, for a place to stay and a business opportunity.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay,
Sorry,
that's.
go ahead.
Oh no, I kind of got off when you. But anyway, I was talking about the food. Yeah. So you can see where my mind is. But yeah. So you all. And the juices. That's
Yes.
where. That's
The
where I was.
juices are really good.
Yeah.
We just had one. Sorry, y'all missed it. But
It
it was
was good. It was really good. So you're running a business here in the Gambia on the beach. If I had to choose a place to work, it would be somewhere like this.
good. Yes.
To come out every day and be
Decompress.
right on the. Yes, absolutely.
Very much decompressing.
Yeah.
Even when you're not trying to, just sitting here, even during the interview, I'm actually decompressing.
Yeah.
Because in
Okay.
the background, I can hear the ocean.
Yes.
I feel the breeze hitting my neck.
Yes.
It's a little hot,
Uh-huh.
but that there just calms me down.
Yeah, it does.
And it brings about a peace that I don't think I've ever experienced in America.
Absolutely.
Okay. Absolutely. Amadi will tell you when we were in America, every time we went on a vacation, what was the prerequisite of where we
Had
went?
to be somewhere on the beach.
I had to be, if it wasn't close to the ocean, we had to be
Right.
able to drive. I don't care if we had to drive an hour.
Right,
Yeah.
but you wanted to get
I
to
want
the
to.
water.
All I had to do was just go and hear it and smell it,
Yeah.
and I was fine.
There's
We
healing in
yeah,
that.
I
Oh
know.
my goodness, there's such a relaxation and healing. That's one of the reasons why I feel like every single day, or just about every day, I'll take a walk down there just to kind of breathe
Yeah.
and release.
Exactly.
Because I believe that, while we're here, we've been through some traumatic things, you know what I mean? Just
Yeah.
over time. And just to be able to just sit back and just reflect and just be thankful that we've made it through that and grateful.
Yeah.
You just want to heal from that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the water, the ocean,
Yeah.
the atmosphere allows you to heal from that in peace.
Exactly. So you kind of gave us a segue into our next question. So what we get a lot of inquiries regarding, how easy it is to do business here. What are the challenges here? Who should you hire when you get businesses here? So you all kind of want to touch on the pros and cons and your experiences
Okay.
with the business.
Okay, where do I
Take that
start?
Okay.
I think it's fairly easy to start business here. A lot more easier here than it is in the States because there are a lot of systems and red tape and different things that you have to consider before then starting a business.
Right.
We had an excellent place to stay, gated community, nice vehicles, good jobs, decent credit scores, but could not have started a business like this.
Correct.
Within 30 days. It would have took a lot more planning, a lot more financial capital to make this happen. So I would say, 30 days in a business, 6 months in, breaking even and starting to make a profit is amazing. The stats for the U.S. is first you get through the red tape, if you make it through that, and then expect to make a profit in 3 years, 3 to 5
3 to 5 years.
Yes.
3 to 5 years. So needless to say, that's good. As far as the pros and cons, the pros and cons are very, very interesting. There's a lot of opportunity for employment. If you are an employer, and you're employing people, there's a lot of opportunity, obviously. But just doing your due diligence to see who's credentialed for the job, or at the least open to be trained to be credentialed for the job is a challenge. It is a challenge. And I think it boils down to the person. It boils down to the individual. Because I'll give you two scenarios. We've had people who brought credentials to the table, but was not qualified by physicality.
I understand.
So when I say physicality, I just mean to actually do the job.
Yes.
For the credentials that were shown, they didn't know the basics. And then we had people come in who was not credentialed but willing to learn. We showed them something once, and they excelled tremendously.
So it's a lot easier to get someone that you have to train than someone that you have to break bad habits.
Absolutely.
Or that's unwilling to listen.
Exactly, man.
Makes a difference.
Exactly, exactly. And so we've experienced the good, the bad, and the ugly. We've had arrogant people who brought their credentials in, and at the end of the day, if they were to be judged on their performance based on their credentials, they would fail horribly.
Those credentials meant they was going to do it their way.
Their way, exactly.
Absolutely.
Very, very difficult to. We have 3 things that we use as our core values for the company: character, competency, and chemistry. So we don't care how talented you are. If you can't have chemistry with the team
That's right.
for the purpose of team building, then it's counterproductive, which means we can't use you.
Correct.
If you're not competent, which means you got to know the job, you got to know what you need to do. That's the only way you can be effective. Then we can't use you. And certainly, if you don't have character, which speaks of integrity, what you do when nobody's looking.
Correct.
Those 3 things are our core values. So what we've tried to do is hire people based on those things that we could identify in them.
Competency for me is also not just knowing your job, but knowing when to ask for help.
Absolutely.
Knowing when you get to that
That's
point in the
good.
road that you can't function, or that you need some assistance, knowing when to stop and say, you know what, I can't get it done before I mess something up. Let me
Yes,
ask.
let me
I
ask.
think that's extremely important
Very
as well.
important.
Yes.
And the reason why is because, especially in a business like this, we're offering to Gambia American food. So even with the most credentialed chef, he's still going to have to posture himself, he or she will still have to posture themselves to learn from us.
Correct.
And we learn from them.
Correct.
Because they don't specialize in American food.
Correct.
We do. We don't specialize in Gambian food. They do. So
It's
there
a
has to be
partnership.
some
Yeah.
room.
It's really a partnership.
And I love the team that we have now
Yes.
because it is a testament to how brothers and sisters from 2 different worlds can work together and provide something by way of service to the community that can really impact them.
That's a beautiful. They're coming
the
together.
and the thing is, soul food originated from West Africa.
I believe
That's
it.
right.
You know that?
That's right.
And so, we're just taking what we've created on that side and what's
Exactly.
already here and infusing the two
Yeah.
together. The seasoning and the spices and
Yeah.
all
Right.
those things. So
Yeah.
it's easy when you have that understanding, when both parties are coming in with the understanding. And we try to explain, this is where it all originated from.
right.
Yeah.
So we're just
Beans.
coming home.
Yeah.
Okra, the
Yes,
gumbos,
absolutely.
the super conjas.
Yeah.
The
Oh,
sweet
the super
potatoes,
concha.
the yam.
And
Yes.
not just the food, soul food is about a feeling.
Correct.
A feeling?
It's about
That's right.
It's more
that
than
family
food.
reunion,
Correct.
backyard
Oh,
barbecue.
yeah.
Feeling,
It
you know,
is. I wonder, is that where it got the name soul food?
Well,
I'm not
Food
sure.
for the
If
soul.
you think
For the
about
soul.
it,
Yeah.
sometimes I know myself growing up, especially when I became an adult, I would want certain things just because it made me reminisce back to when I was a child.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yes. So yeah, I can understand that
Yeah.
completely. I would want, like back when I ate pork,
Yeah.
I would want a pork chop.
Right.
Every New
Because it
Year's.
associated
Every
with-
New
Correct.
Year's,
Right.
we wanted a
Correct. So
pork
certain
chop.
certain
Right.
things that just took me back to when I was a child.
Yes,
So
yes.
that's what I want.
Yeah.
But
And
a
I-
good, I'm sorry,
Go
go
ahead,
ahead.
go ahead.
No, but
Comfort
go ahead.
food. That's what I call it.
Comfort food.
food.
Yeah, good thing about it though, is we're doing all of that.
Correct.
Yeah.
Muslim countries, most of them don't eat pork anyway.
Yeah.
We don't
We
eat
don't
pork.
eat pork.
Yeah, we.
But
Yeah, I ain't
we're
ate pork in like
taking-
12, 15 years.
It's
Yeah,
a-
yes.
Get that straight.
It's been a long time. So it's not even about that because we always say, which is our tag phrase, soul food is more than food. When you come here, the food is good, I will say, but it's more than that. It's having these conversations.
Yeah.
It's, sometimes we'll be sitting at a table and it's like we got our own red talk table.
Yeah.
There's the tears, there's the hugging, there's the
Yeah.
family feeling that we have here. So
And there's
that's
the ocean
and the ocean.
and the juices.
Yeah.
The wonderful
Yes.
salad.
Yes. And the
Salad.
salad.
Exactly.
And we work very, very hard to create that atmosphere for people because we want people to not, when they come here, I would like for them to be in the mind of that they're visiting a resort or a home, instead of just a restaurant. And so we work very hard for them to be exposed to all of those elements, not just the wind blowing in your hair,
Yeah.
not just the ocean, the sound of the ocean, but nice jazz music playing or whatever is playing at that time. Good conversation. Just that friendly. I don't have any walls up.
Yeah.
Kind of
Absolutely.
service.
Welcome.
Yeah, it's a real good vibe. We love coming here. It's on Sundays. It's like our time to decompress after,
4 weeks.
Yeah,
Yes.
and
Work,
Yes.
there's
After
other
4 weeks.
restaurants here, of course,
Absolutely.
but this is where we like to be.
Family.
It's
It's
like family. It's like going for family the Sunday dinner, in the
Yes.
South. I don't know if they
That's
did
the
that in the
idea.
North.
No, we
Okay,
did.
yeah.
Most of
And
them
that's what I was going
migrated
to say
the
earlier.
Yeah, from the
I was
South
gonna
and the
say
North.
that- I was going to say that earlier that historically black people have made family reunions famous.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Because family reunions is when we come together, especially members of the family that we've not been able to see on a consistent basis. We come together, we exchange stories,
Usually
see
the
how
same
each other's
stories.
doing.
Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly.
Over and over.
Exactly. And it's just a time to just appreciate,
Yes.
It really is.
what you have in terms of a family.
Yeah.
So, and that's how we try to do it. We try to treat everybody that comes here, whether we know them or not, as an extended family.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
and it shows. I mean, like I said, this is our Sunday dinner place. To connect.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, you all are such an inspirational to me because not only did you make this move, such a brave move, you brought your 2 children with you, and they're younger children, and it had to be a moving of the spirit. So can you just kind of share with us how have the children, what was the process in rationalizing, bringing them
Right.
and relocating them, and how has their transition here been?
I'm going to let the mother, give the mother perspective.
Okay.
I'm gonna give the father perspective.
Okay.
I'm
Well-
sure both are different
Uh-huh.
from one another.
Okay.
Well, I think we will agree that now they have adjusted and they see why we talk to our children and they see what's going on. They didn't quite understand everything at first because they're so connected to family, friends, and that's all they knew for the last 10 years, 9, 12 years, 13 years. So that's all they knew. But they also are very spiritual kids.
Oh, wow.
And they're very in tune and they know, when something's not right. So because we've already shared who they are to them and, the lies and the myths and all those things, it wasn't really that hard. It was more emotional for them because of family than it was for anything else. So, and friends. So now, they have adjusted and they actually like it here.
Okay.
They like it and I think they have a chance now to grow up and to understand, that this is where we're from.
Yeah.
And they're getting it early at an early age
That's
so they can understand their background.
Yeah.
And
Which I think, from a father's perspective, every father wants their child to be a well-rounded child.
Absolutely.
I seen this as an opportunity for them to be, because one of the elements that causes a person to be well-rounded is exposure.
That's right.
And so if you've always been in the same place, you're not going to have a view outside of that place.
Absolutely.
Closed-minded.
Yes.
Some may have a religious view, some may have a political view, some may have a community view, but I wanted them to have a world view.
Right.
And no better place than them to be exposed to different culture, the culture that they actually came from, learn several languages, and just be well-rounded. I thought it would be, I was more excited for them coming than I was for myself because I knew how much more they would pick up versus someone who's, maybe through half their life, doing something a certain way.
Yes.
So from a father's perspective, I thought that I knew it would be difficult for them to unplug from their family, and we experienced the brunt of that the first 3 weeks.
That's what I was going to ask. Were they mad at you?
Oh, they
Mom?
were upset.
So one of
Man, wait.
That's how like the children of Israel. when Moses was taken over, they was like,
Take us back to Egypt. Yeah.
Everyone trying to have it.
Yeah, they was like, I want Chick-fil-A. I want Wendy's.
Brahms.
Yes.
You gotta say Brahms.
Yeah.
Ice
So,
cream?
Yeah. He
Yeah.
wanted Brahms.
and they like their burgers too.
So I think the turning point, though, to that was when we finally established internet.
Okay.
Because then at least they could communicate
connection.
to their cousins and to their friends.
Yeah.
And, of course, that opened up a can of worms in terms of trying to get them to go to bed on time.
Yeah.
Because of the time difference,
difference.
they up at 2, 3 in the morning playing with them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So we had to compromise in some kind of way, but I believe that was a turning point for them to see that it would be a good place. Then, of course, later on, they began to meet people here
Right.
because there's a big community of diaspora here.
Yes. Yes.
And they started connecting with Gambian friends as well.
Right.
It's funny you say that because myself, our children growing up, we wanted to make sure they were well-rounded.
Yeah.
And we took them outside of the state, outside of the country to make sure that they had a view of more than just their city, their school.
Absolutely.
And over there, we look at people like, say, in Africa, and they try to look down the nose. When you speak one language,
Right.
you come over here,
Yeah.
we know people that
5,
speak
6.
8
Absolutely.
different languages, and he rolled them off one after another.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
I'm like, so you can speak 8 different languages,
And they call us smarter.
and you would
don't
do
get it.
English and think you're bad if you got Spanish,
Yeah.
and that's about the gist of it.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
yeah, the knowledge
Yeah.
is here.
It's rich, too.
Yes,
It
it is
is.
rich,
Very,
very
Culture
rich.
is rich.
Yes,
Yes.
absolutely.
So I pinch myself every day, just to
can't
see if
believe
I'm
we're here.
still here in Africa.
It's a
It's
beautiful
beautiful.
thing.
I love the people. I love the atmosphere. I love the freedom. I love the peace. I love all of those things that we can't purchase in America.
Me too.
Hey.
Yeah, all of
purchase
that
peace.
You
junk.
can't buy peace of mind.
Yeah, that, all
can't
that
buy
junk we used to buy.
Yes,
I don't
yes.
miss none of that.
You cannot buy peace of
All
mind.
that clutter.
You can have money, but it won't make you rest well at night.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
And you work your body in the ground trying
That's
to get
right.
the money.
That's right.
Exactly, and maintain it. So,
Yeah.
so I think all in all, it's been a great ride so far. And
Yeah.
we're looking forward to the future.
Awesome.
Yes.
You
Awesome.
know?
So give us, each one of you all, give us your favorite thing about living here.
You go first.
She always does that.
You supposed to say ladies first, and then she
Well,
can't say
that's what I was
nothing.
gonna say. That's exactly what I was gonna say. And I'm gonna say it's really difficult to answer that question
Okay.
because there's so many things that I have not experienced since I've been here. Since I've been over there, since I've been here, that I've experienced that I can't pick out one to say that's my most favorite.
Okay.
Right.
But I will say one of the things that stick out as I'm thinking about it now is being able to wake up when I want to wake up, come to work when I want to come to work. You know, not have my phone ringing off the hook because somebody trying to collect something from me. You know, I gotta say that might trump anything else that I enjoy. It's just the peace that I continue to experience. Not to say that we don't have maybe slightly stressful things as business owners
Right.
that we have to deal
But
with.
it's not as
Doesn't
bad.
compare, huh?
Nothing compared
Yeah.
to what I've had to do to maintain a certain lifestyle.
For me, it's discovering what I've missed out on. Also, because I've grew up in ministry, and I've always heard the stories of what's mentioned in the Bible, but to actually see things now, it kind of puts things in perspective
Yeah.
to me. This is the land where a lot of things happen, and I can
Yes.
see certain things that I just always wondered about. When I see the woman at the well,
Yeah.
or
Absolutely.
certain things
Yeah.
like that. It's just discovering, our traditions, our culture, or
Yeah.
different things like that. To me, it surprised me. Like today, and for the last few days, all we've seen was shepherds with goats and lambs
Yeah,
and sheep.
yeah.
And to me,
Donkeys.
that's amazing
Yeah.
to me.
It's like the Bible comes alive here.
Absolutely.
It's no way people can refute that we're not the people of the Bible.
Absolutely.
I mean, so much is intact.
Yeah. I was
It
gonna
is.
say the culture has literally been preserved.
Yes.
Yes.
I mean, if there has been change, I wear a shirt all the time that has my favorite sayings on it, and it says, "People don't drastically change; they gradually change." And so here you can really see how culture has not drastically changed.
Right.
That's why I
It's
like
just-
Gambia.
Me
It's
too.
Compared to
just
the car.
gradually.
Yeah.
Right.
So a lot of what you see and you experience, you immediately identify with it as it relates from a biblical perspective,
Yeah.
because it's people are still doing the same thing
Absolutely.
and almost wearing the same thing.
Yeah.
And it feels like we belong here.
Absolutely.
One thing is, we've talked about going to different other places and parts of Africa when we first started the journey. But it was just something about the Gambia that said, this is home for
Yes.
us.
Yeah.
You know?
Absolutely.
And I feel like, we're going to learn so much more here than if we were to go to what's already in structured
Correct.
and, progressive parts
Correct.
of Africa.
Correct.
We're building.
Yeah.
And that, I believe that's building a nation. I believe that is, the goal here
Absolutely.
is to build the nation.
Yes. Yes. Absolutely.
That was
So-
taken from us.
Yeah. Yeah.
stolen from us.
Yeah. Exactly. So those were beautiful. I like both of them. When you were talking, one of the things I thought is even being able to wear our hair the way we want to wear it.
Yes.
I mean, it's sad that in America you have to pass a law for someone to be able to wear their hair the way it grows
Yeah.
out of their head.
Yeah.
It's so it is. So I mean, so much freedom and
It is.
liberation and reconnecting and
Yeah.
So I bounce off of all of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just be careful, but I want to know your least favorite.
The colonialism.
The colonialism.
Mm.
I agree.
The colonialism.
I
Yeah,
agree.
sad that
That's
still
it.
hasn't changed.
It
No.
still has a hole.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really does.
Yeah. I would say I would have to agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
There are a lot of things that I could say, but I think that really sums it up. Just the colonialism,
Yeah.
just the way that, for me, let me add to that though. Colonialism and slavery. What slavery has done to us and what colonialism has done to them has caused us not to be able to identify each other
Yeah.
as brothers.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, so I would have to say that's probably the most distasteful of all, because
Yeah.
anything else really is birthed out of that.
Correct.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
like,
Anything
oh,
else
I
that
just
I've
thought of something
experienced-
else.
That's true. Okay.
Has been birthed out of that,
Okay.
just because of the job that has been done on our psyches.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
So
Yeah.
anything that I've experienced here that's not been good, I think I can blame it on
Yeah.
those two things.
Yeah, it's
Slavery,
rooted in,
colonialism.
yeah.
It's rooted in that, yeah. So yeah, that brings me
Sis,
to
you
that.
about to say something else?
Yeah, I was gonna say it, but I'm,
You're
you
not
know.
gonna say
You gonna hold your peace?
Well, I think everybody knows. You guys know,
Okay.
and even you. With it's been on. I mean, everybody knows what happens in Gambia when you see the older women with the younger men.
Oh,
Oh,
And that's another thing that just
Yes,
kind of
yeah.
really gets up under my skin.
That's really disheartening.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Very disheartening.
Yeah.
and stomach churning.
Yeah.
Yeah. It
Yeah.
is.
Absolutely.
That's why it's
Absolutely.
important for it to continue to be easy for us to come and start businesses, because you all employ how many Gambians?
Currently 9.
9.
Wow. That's
9.
awesome.
Now, I
Well,
don't.
8 Gambians and 1 American.
Okay.
Okay.
We don't look at a lot of YouTube, but we were looking at a particular show the other day, and I had to cut it off because it was this particular Gambian saying that we're coming and taking jobs. And
We're coming and taking
yeah,
jobs.
taking jobs. And I'm like, no, that's not what we're coming to do. You know, we're coming to create
Yes.
and help. We're bringing our expertise
Yes.
and helping
Not only expertise.
and money and resources,
Yes.
to help build, and
I've yet to walk into a Gambian establishment, a bank, a grocery store, or anywhere, and saw someone from the West working there.
yeah.
I've not seen it.
I know of 2 people, which me and Amadi, we're not we're partners
Right.
with the Gambian that we work with. So we didn't take anyone's job. We're actually creating,
Correct.
but I do know of one particular lady who came and was fortunate enough to get a job in the medical field.
Okay.
And then
One?
and then there was one other lady who got a job, but she had a special skill. Let me see, she was an interior, what you call it,
Decorator?
architect.
Oh.
Yeah, interior designer, not decorator, but
Okay,
designer.
designer.
Yeah, and she was able, but they're very rare.
Yeah.
You don't find where people are coming and just getting jobs
Yeah.
over here. We're having to create. So
Right.
I would say
Absolutely.
everybody I know that I've met
yeah,
has started a business.
yeah,
Rather
Yeah.
than come and asking for employment.
exactly. So we need it to continue to
Right.
be, I guess, easy for us to come and
But even
and
that
assimilate.
ideal is just to even, say something like
Yeah.
that's causing division, and that's not what we need. We don't need more division.
Yeah.
We've already been divided for so
Yeah.
long.
Yeah.
Instead of coming together to help, our situation,
Yeah.
that's what we need more of.
Absolutely. And real soon, when we started Our Brother's Keeper, we knew that eventually we would have to start another group that included everyone, whether they were diasporans or not, and our last interview, Gambian reached out and was really concerned that we didn't think that they experienced or that they were affected by slavery And, you know, he was basically saying we need to understand that they were affected just like we were. And
I
it's
believe
true.
that.
Sure,
I
It's
believe
true
it.
because of, you know, they took the strongest and the smartest, and they left the ones that, you know, they didn't want, and they made it, you know, caused it to be a weakened society, where before it was very strong, a strong
Yes.
society. So excuse me. So I did promise him that, you know, I don't feel like we're insensitive. We just need to be made aware,
Aware.
because
Absolutely.
just it doesn't mean that our observation from what we've seen is not, I guess, legitimate. Because
From our perspective.
from our perspective,
Right.
a lot of people we talk to, they don't know everything that we know. I mean, they don't know what really happened to us over there.
Right.
But then a lot of us don't really know what happened
happened
here.
That's right.
I
You
think,
know.
I think all we have to do is really put ourselves in each other's shoes,
That's
being the
right.
same family.
That's right.
If,
Yeah.
if colonials came right now and ripped my daughter out of my hands and left me here, I would be tore up.
Exactly.
tore up.
Exactly.
Just as much as she would be tore up being ripped away from us
Good point,
Right.
brother.
and
That's good point.
experiencing whatever she would have to
Experience
Yeah.
over
experience.
there. Yeah.
So nobody's saying that one pain is greater than the other.
That's
No.
right.
It is an individual pain, you know, unfortunately, dealt to the same family.
That's
Absolutely.
right. That's right.
You know, so that's kind of how I view it.
That's a good, wonderful analogy. Wonderful analogy.
Yeah.
Okay, you all. So please, as you listen, please make certain you're hitting the like button. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. I hope you are enjoying this wonderful interview. We're going to get ready to close out, but before we close out, we are going to answer some of the questions. You may have to open up another phone so we can see the questions. But before we go to any questions, would you all like to just leave any advice or just anything that the Most High may be laying on your heart to share with the people regarding repatriation or whatever?
I would like to share with anyone that's contemplating on making a move to feel comfort, to feel secure, and know that you have support, especially if you're coming to Gambia. If you're coming to Gambia, you have support, and we are willing to help in whatever way that we can as brothers and sisters to help you get established, to suggest, to answer any questions, to try to, you know, keep you from falling in the same traps that we have and experiencing some of the same things that we have. I want to encourage you to do what is in your control. Don't even worry about if finance is a problem for you right now and it's a mountain, and you think that'll stop you from getting here. Just start working on what's in your control. Let me give you an example. You can pack. You can pack up everything that you want to take. Prepare. That's what I mean by take control of everything that is within your control. You can call, you can inquire, you can watch videos, you can do research, you can figure out what would be a place for that you think would be good for you to stay. You can reach out to these wonderful people and ask questions. You know, whatever it is that's in your control, start doing that. And don't worry about what's not in your control right now. Because I guarantee you, as you begin to start to put things in place, doors are going to open.
Yeah.
Opportunities are going to come up. So that's what I want to say.
And I would just say, you know, just be led and don't second guess yourself. If you feel in your gut and your spirit is putting that, you know, to start preparing, just move forward. Don't let anybody talk you out of, you know, you can't make it, or what are you going to do over there, or it's, you know, animals and things over there. And the things that were told to us,
Yeah.
you know, it's nothing like that. You know, we're here to be as the testament that you can move forward, and if you feel it in your spirit, then move on it.
I wanted to actually add to that just a little bit and say also move with conviction. And when I say move with conviction, what I mean is don't allow anything to make you second guess making that decision. Once you
Right.
make up your mind, don't let family, don't let job, don't let anything stop you from doing it. You know, just go ahead, step out and do it. And as you mentioned previously, you can do it. You can make it.
Absolutely. I agree.
Okay, you all, we're trying to pull up the questions so we could answer some of the questions. If the Wi-Fi start being compromised, we may have to pull up someone else's phone. But thank you all. That's good advice, and it made me think of something real quick before we go to the questions. I had I try to answer all of the questions that we get or reply. And one of the questions we got once was, what about the people who can't afford to come? And you kind of brought that up. And my thing was, my advice is, I don't know a lot about this program to date, but initially there was a program called the Sankofa Fund, and it was a lady named Sister Ya. She's in Ghana. She was trying to get 1 million people to give $1 a month.
I think I've seen that.
Yes, and me and Amadi enrolled, right?
Okay.
And we're still enrolled, even though we're here.
Right.
We want to. I mean, even though it's not a lot of money,
Right.
if 1 million people, and that's how you can tell when people are really serious. If you can't give $1
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
for a movement,
Yes.
and wait your turn,
Yes.
because they're taking 10 people once they get that million, and like I said, I don't know if it's still that way today, but initially it was 1 million people to give $1 per month, and they were going to move 10 families out at a time.
Wow.
They were going to pay for their
Flights.
housing, their travel, their housing for a month, for 6 months, and help them start a business and support their business
awesome.
for 6 months.
Wow.
And she had to beg people to sign up.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. I
Yes.
wish we'd have known about it.
Yes.
Because we didn't know.
Yes.
But-
So for the ones who say, we spend $1 on McDonald's value fries.
Absolutely.
Okay, so anyone who tell me they can't afford $1, I'm not hearing it.
Right,
You know,
right.
that's one thing that you can do. Because we get a lot of people who they look at you and they think you have money, and they pose these questions. It's
Right.
like, listen, go look up the Sankofa Fund. It's
Yeah.
there, and we give to it. We gave the basic that they asked for,
Yeah.
and we continue, and we're going to continue to give,
Right.
even though we're here.
Yeah.
You know,
That's good. That's good.
And also, spiritually, we know that where the body goes, the mind goes 1st. So I got that from Dr. Moonby, but I got it from the Bible first.
Yes.
But basically, she advised us to see ourselves where we wanted to be every day.
Right.
Just speak it.
Yeah.
See yourself. Rehearse yourself being here.
Yeah.
And it will, if this is where you're supposed to be,
You will
it
be here.
will happen.
And let me
Correct.
just add to what you're saying, because Eric and I did not come over here with a lot of money. We did not. We did the very best that we could do. And we didn't have a plan. We just had faith.
Wow.
We just had simple faith, because we heard to move, and it was put on our heart to go. And when we made the decision and we agreed, the power of agreement, and us doing together, we was able to come over here. And I'm gonna even share with you what we had in our pockets when we came over here. We had $4,000 US.
Wow.
So that's faith with a whole lot of action.
With a family of 4.
With a family of 4.
Wow.
So you secured a place, got a vehicle,
Yes.
got a business.
Yes.
Wow.
Wow.
Because I
4,000.
heard the Most High say, go.
That's what you call
Obedience.
faith of a mustard seed.
Yes.
That's being obedient right there.
Being obedient. And we didn't, and when I tell you, everything that happened from the time that we left the States was nothing but the Most High. Nobody else can get he uses people to be a blessing to us, but nobody can get the credit but the Most High.
Wow. Awesome.
And so I would tell anybody, if he put that on your heart to move and to go, then be obedient to that. Everything else, because when you worry about stuff, then you delay
That's
what
right.
he's called you to do.
That's
right.
right.
And then if we would have sat back and said, well, no, we need more than this. We got to wait for the passports. We got to wait for this. And we would have waited till next year. We would have missed out on all of the things that he already had prepared for us.
Yes. Somebody else would have had this joint.
Absolutely. But we moved. And so you can't tell me that, don't make any excuses. Just let the Most High lead you and go with what you feel your spirit
That's
is telling you
right.
to do.
Wow. Well, thanks for sharing that. That's awesome. That's awesome. So Amadi's going to start reading some of the
Well,
questions.
there's no real questions,
There's
just statements today.
Okay, just statements today. Okay, let me see. Statements. Hello, everyone from Nikki. She's from Virginia. There's a Alhaji says hello, family. There's another greeting from Atlanta, Muddy G, I think. Let's see, Mr. Blackman says greetings, fam, grand rising. Mr. Cherno Cisse, he's
consistent.
Yes, he's very consistent. Thank you for joining us, sir. He gives us good dialogue and feedback also. Let's see, how long does it take to be a permanent resident and then a citizen? Can you have dual citizenship?
90 days and 15 years.
90 days. After your 90 days, you can apply for your resident permit. And then as of right now, 15 years for your citizenship unless you marry. If you marry, I believe it's 7 years. If you marry a Gambian. And yes, if you are from the U.S., you can have dual citizenship. I'm not certain about the U.K. Let's see. Oh, somebody
said
answered it.
Gambia doesn't have that many.
Oh, yeah. What was that?
Is that the one you saw?
No,
okay,
Mr.
okay.
Cisse actually
I'm sorry.
answered it. So thank you for answering that, Mr. Cisse. Okay. They're going, that's a long time. What are they working, when are they working to change it, I think? DNA results showed I'm majority Nigerian, Senegambian, Liberian, and Sierra Leone. I'm actually a lot of those too. So Amadi has Gambian, I have Senegal. So yeah. Okay. Have you all done any DNA tests?
I haven't.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
I would like to, but I haven't.
Okay. We have someone from Washington. She says, greeting, Miss Patricia. Cherno, he said, what about dual citizenship? We answered that. Am I going too fast?
Oh, no.
Okay. Oh, Sister Patricia said it's a family affair at the Sunday dinner table.
Yes.
That's
Right.
true. That's
Absolutely.
you know what? I be so yes. I'm so ready to get our children here so we could start up our dinners again.
Yeah.
Let's see. Now, no one knows what changes they're working on. Okay, so they're still talking about citizenship here. Let's see. Okay. Someone says, everyone, good luck on your plans of repatriation.
I know.
Okay. Okay. And let's see. Hello from Danville, Georgia. Looking forward to meeting you all. Are looking forward to meeting you all.
Awesome.
We look forward to meeting
Forward
you.
to meeting you as well.
Yes, yes. Nature Love, that's Polka there. She said, hey
Where?
family, see you soon. She's Nature Love. That's Polka.
Polka.
Yeah. Hi Polka.
Hey, Polka.
Okay, and Justine says, you all are speaking the truth this morning.
Justine.
Thank you. Yes,
Hey, Justine.
Justine. Yes, Justine. Oh, Sister Patricia gave us a $5 Snapchat. Thank you so much, sis.
Thank you so
The
much.
Spirit will guide you to your purpose. Thank you so much for the Snapchat. I am Congo. I'm sorry. That's I am Congo. Thank you for
Good
correcting me. That was I am Congo. Oh, Congo. Wow.
Awesome.
Thank you,
Thank
I
you.
am Congo, for a $5 super
Awesome.
chat. Yes, and let's see. Greetings from Kansas City, Missouri. Okay,
Yeah.
Kansas City,
Kansas
Missouri.
in the house.
Yeah.
Kansas City.
Okay, and Black Beauty in the Gambia said it will take 6 to 7 months to get
Wow.
passports. They are so
Backed up.
behind because of COVID.
That's
wow.
what they told us.
And everybody trying to
Okay.
get out of there.
Yeah, that's what they told us.
Yeah.
But do it anyway.
That's right.
Yes.
Yes. Do it anyway. Okay, guys. So we pretty much addressed all of the questions or statements that everyone made. Thank you so much for sitting with us. It's something that just came in, but it didn't come through here yet. I think ours is lagging. Can you all see the
I
last
don't
question?
see the last one.
I
This
think
is
so.
Black
It
Beauty.
just
Not
came
yet.
up.
Oh,
Yeah,
there
I
it
think
is.
it's the one you just read.
Oh, good
Okay.
morning from Dallas, Texas.
Oh.
Oh,
morning,
Dallas,
good morning.
Texas. Okay. Was it just
Deborah
one? It
Price.
looked like it was two that came in.
I just see Deborah Price.
Deborah
Good morning,
Price.
Deborah.
Okay, yes. Okay.
Dallas, Texas.
Okay. So anything you want to say before closing, Mr. Amadi?
Oh,
there's
there's
another
another
one
one.
coming in? Okay.
Oh, here we
Greetings from Norway.
are. Norway.
Norway.
Oh,
I'm
wow.
from Gambia. I'm moving back to home soon. May God bless you. All sort of food. I'm looking forward to trying your soul food.
All
right.
We're looking forward to having
Yes.
you.
Looking forward
to meeting you.
Omar.
Yeah, we love it when our Gambian brothers and sisters abroad,
Yes.
let
Come
us
back
know
home.
that, because of the work that they see us done, many of them will say, because of the work that you do, it's
Yes.
encouraged us to come back home. So
Yes.
we love that.
Yeah, I love to hear that.
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
But it's been such a pleasure talking to you. It's always a pleasure.
Always.
Let me just tell you
This
about
is
these
family.
people. Yeah. These are some great people. We came here in December, and of course they came the same time, but we didn't meet you all until January. I think it was the end of January. And we connected, and ever since we just been like family. Like
Right.
we've known each other already.
Yeah.
When I say solid, I mean solid.
Yes.
Solid.
Yes. So we
And
love you guys. And
That's
we,
tremendously important.
yeah, and
Yeah,
everything
thank
that you
you.
guys are doing here in the Gambia is just phenomenal.
Yeah.
Thank
You know,
you.
you're an inspiration to many people, and just the business part of what you're doing here is going to make lives much better.
Yeah,
So
thank
we
you.
appreciate y'all,
Thank you.
and thank y'all. For,
Directory and
Yeah, they got a lot going on,
property
y'all.
company and everything that you guys are doing.
Good
is
deeds.
Good
Yeah.
deeds.
yes,
Yes.
So
Yeah.
these are
It's
all the
amazing.
things that that the Most High has placed in us to do, and we're able to now get these things out. Utilize everything that we've learned over there in the West to bring,
Absolutely.
to bring success here
That's
to
the
our
key.
people.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we appreciate y'all.
All
You all
the
are
talent and the
so
knowledge
welcome.
lies within us.
Yes,
That's right.
Just,
I
just
agree.
bring it home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
We can do some awesome things here.
Yeah.
Yes.
And come with the right spirit, the right mindset, the right heart
Right attitude.
to help grow
Yes.
and to make sure that we're able to flourish as a people
Yes.
and not coming ahead to take advantage of our people. We want to make sure that the people that are
Right.
coming here, the people that are on ground, that you're coming with the right mindset to help grow and build.
Yes. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the Most High will take care of the rest.
That's it.
I think 2 or 3 more came in.
Oh, now
Okay.
you can-
Oh wow! Thank you, Patricia. That I promise you, I wasn't trying to get you to give us a super chat. Thank you so much. We appreciate love
Yes,
you
thank
for
you so
that.
much.
Yes. Omar said thanks and yes, one love. And Rory says, have you guys ate food at the brand new restaurant called Gam at the Poco Loco? Not
I haven't
yet.
yet, but
Not
we're gonna visit.
Yes,
Yes.
we are. I'm hoping they have a vegetarian and or vegan options, one or the other. So yeah, we will. And Omar says, so what time black people? Okay, so what time black people been suffering so long? We have to come. Interview was about you all, but since you brought it up, we do want to do some shout outs. First of all, please support the Soul Food Joint. They have wonderful food, beautiful location right on the sea. possibility, even if you close, you may do delivery.
Yes.
They may do delivery. So, what's your website for people to know the
Soulfoodgambia.com.
Soulfood, soulfoodgambia.com. So please support them.
And make sure that you're looking at Soul Food Gambia
Yeah.
when you bring up the homepage.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Ruford.
Beach.
I say it wrong every time, but
Yes.
but anyway, that's where they are. You know.
And let me put this plug in. Whenever you call, we will always have macaroni and cheese.
All right.
Yes. Look, Amadi. And also, guys, they are also in our West African Pride directory, which the website is finished. However, we need to do a little in the directory. You can give us a call on WhatsApp, plus 220-368-7682. It is a directory designed to build black businesses or animosity against any other ethnicity. It's just time for us to come together and build our communities and raise the standards of our people. Everywhere, me and Amadi have traveled the world, always the servant, always the server, always the worker. And we want to raise the standard and make certain that everyone is able to enjoy.
That's right.
Especially, this is the land of your nativity. You should be ruling and not ruled. That's the purpose of the West African Pride Director Land Properties. If you are interested, and if you need a place, assistance finding a house, if you need someone to build your house, we can help you in that area.
Needs.
All of your real estate needs,
Walls,
we can help
boreholes,
you.
it doesn't matter.
Yes, so the website is www. So yeah, so that's much needed. Okay, you all. So thank you so much for sitting with us. Look for us next Sunday, same time, same place. We'll see you next Sunday at Soulful Sitdowns.
Bye.
Okay.
All right, Donnie. It was dark. Pretty dark.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it?
Mom, Mom.
Okay, I'm